Also new this hour, the Springfield Police Department seizing 2 illegally possessed guns on Saturday. This incident happening on the area of Ronald Drive in Springfield, where police conducted a search of a man's home. And that's where they found a large capacity firearm, more than 30 pounds of ammunition, and more than $2,100 in cash, along with drugs. 19-year-old Adam Naylor was taken into custody following that search, and he's now facing numerous charges, including possession of a firearm without an FID card, possession with intent to distribute a Class B drug, amongst other drug and firearms charges.